And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio podcast. On today's episode of Meet the Nation, we got my brother, the Baron of Raider Nation, baby.
Raiders!
You already know. Hey, he's going to be here live. He's going to be answering questions. So let's get it.
Welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast, your go-to source for everything on the Las Vegas Raiders. Whether you're a diehard motherfucker like me, or just getting to know Raider Nation, our passionate hosts are here to bring you all the excitement on Raiders football. I'm Shit Show Joe, and welcome to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Let's go, Raiders! If not, fuck your team.
Shit Show Joe.
Yes, sir. Hey, the man, the myth, the legend, Shit Show Joe in the introductions. Yo, my brother, Baron Raider is in the building. Y'all, hey, y'all gotta love this. So make sure that you guys, we got some people chiming in. Geo Mex, you got coming in, man. He's saying, Raiders!
What's
Yes,
up?
sir. Hey, if you guys have any question for my brother, please just bring it up in the chat. We'll definitely bring it up to him. But today is all about Baron Raider. Guys, he is a good friend of mine. Please introduce yourself and let him know where you're president of and what you do, my brother.
What's up, Raider Nation? Baron Raider here in the Midwest, right in the middle at Iowa. President of the chapter of the Black Hole, one of the most notorious football fans. And we bleed silver and black right here in the middle of the nation of Raider Nation, right here in Iowa. So it's glad to be here. This is going to be a fun night. Excited to chop it up.
Absolutely, my brother. So, big things, right? I wanted to talk about is one, you're in the middle of the nation, brother. Tell me how you became a Raiders fan.
It's quite an interesting story, and I'm going to say it's half true, half false. So because it was so long ago, I don't remember, but I stick to the same story. So my family transplanted here from Kansas, and we all know what's in Kansas, right around that city called KC, the Chiefs. So my whole family are from Kansas, big Chiefs fans. And in Iowa, you can only get a Raiders game if they play an NFC North team, a Chiefs, somewhere in the Midwest. I mean, there's a lot of teams here, but one day my dad was watching a Raiders-Chiefs game, and he turned that on, and we sat there and watched it. And I was probably 10 years old. And that probably was one slobber knocker of a game. I mean, we're talking late 80s, so arm pads, the big old neck braces, it was pound, pound, pound. And I'm pretty sure the Raiders came out with a dub, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Those guys, I mean, were pounding each other, so I wanted to be a Raider fan, and that's how it's been. So I am a diehard Raider fan. My family are all Chiefs fans, and it's always a fun conversation when those two teams play twice a year. But yeah, it was probably 10 years old when I became a Raider fan, and never went back. So 36 years of silver and black, diehard, love it all the time. You know, win, lose, or tie. Raiders till we die.
I think we're all with Geomex right here. He says,
Yeah.
FKC.
Absolutely. That's what I tell my cousins too. I mean, it's fun. I mean, every game the Chiefs Raiders play, there's always a text message that comes from my cousin. How's it feeling? And I said, well, we're going to win. And then he says in the middle of the game, how are we doing? And I said, it ain't good, but we'll get them. We got another round.
All right, man. So you grew up in the Midwest. You're in Missouri, and you said, "Hey, we're watching the game, right?"
Yep.
And you see the Raiders on there. What did you say? Hey, man, this is why I need to be a Raiders fan. Was it the attitude?
Yeah.
Was it the swagger? Sure. Was it just something that you were like, man, those are some bad dudes out there?
All the above. Loved football. I mean, loved playing football. I mean, as a kid growing up, we played football in the backyard, throw the pigskin around. I mean, we were playing tackle all the time, and we'd hear moms always say, "Be careful of the walnuts out in the walnut tree because those hurt when you land on them." But we didn't care. We went to the school, we played in the football field. But again, the swagger of the silver and black. Listen to that drum, when you hear that, you're like, "Ooh, I know what's coming." And then, I mean, the attitude. I mean, watch the John Madden documentary again. If you haven't seen it, watch it again and listen to what Madden says. I mean, he goes, "Man, we went out there. It was like boom." And that's what I loved. It was when you just hear Madden, every time you hear me, boom, he's on his back. And it's like, yes, that's it. I love that. And man, it's just, I don't know. It's always been that way. So,
So how old were you when this fandom started?
I said I was 10 when I started. I mean, when I got really big into the Raiders, I was probably in my 20s. So growing up as a kid, in Iowa, you watched the NFL for, at the time, what was it, 15 weeks, 16 weeks? I mean, something small. And then that was it. You didn't have social media like we do now. We didn't have these conversations. You went and collected your football cards. You got on the bikes. You rode to the store. You threw down $5 for a bottle of soda and cards and sit out on the curb and open them up. Then you wait till the next season again, and then you watch them again. But now, once we got, later on in life, travel, be able to get up and go. I mean, my first Raiders game was in Kansas City. It was a Chiefs game, late in the season, blistering cold, snowing coming over us in the end zone. Your beer stayed cold because it was so cold outside. But I was probably 23, attending my first ever Raiders NFL game, period. And so it just grew over that. As we get older, we were able to have some more fun. And then the persona came on here about, I'm going to say 5 years ago, right before they moved to Vegas.
That was my next question, actually, brother. I was like, I was going to get into that and be like, hey, when did we start getting dressed up? But let me get caught up in the chat here, brother.
Okay.
Geomex sending you salute to myself and to you, my brother. We got Jack G getting salutes out here. And then we also got Sacktown Raider Mike in the
building.
What's up,
Thank
everyone? You so much, my brother. And he's sending salute to us. So we salute you as well, my brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So you said you started getting dressed up. Was it once they started going to Vegas?
Yeah. Let me
ask you. Look,
okay.
It's going to be a combo question.
Okay.
So,
all right.
First, you started in Vegas, and now what made you take on the persona of Baron Raider? That's
yeah, good questions. So yes, in Vegas is when it started. My one and only time I visited Oakland was the second to last game of the era in Oakland. That was a bucket list of mine, and social media, as we know, was heavy. So COVID had just ended, or actually, no, COVID hadn't even hit yet. It was, 2019? So at the end of it, yeah, right? Because so it would have been right around January, and we played the Titans. And so that was a bucket list to get to Oakland before they left, never been there, and sit in the black hole. Because and here's the other crazy thing. I didn't even know the black hole was the black hole besides just a section. I didn't know about this family. And because I didn't really follow us. I just watched football and started hitting up the chats, Grillarilla, Violator, Senior, hitting everybody up on all their pages. Where do I go? First time coming from Iowa. I've never been to Oakland. So flew out, stayed at my aunt's, went to the game, went to the Black Hole tailgate, and it felt like I was what we preach here at the Black Hole. It was family. I mean, I'm the lone guy, traveled by myself, nobody else, in Oakland, went to the Black Hole tailgate, met my good friend Cisco, met my good friend Rilla, my good friend Violator, and everyone else in the Black Hole. And it truly was welcoming, and it was like we were family. We've hung out, tailgated any other time, and it was amazing. So that was the experience of a lifetime right there. That was my bucket list check.
Okay.
Then we moved into COVID, and COVID sucked. So we literally have to sit around and watch and do nothing. Well, then the fans that I saw, super fans, I met good friends, and I'm like, you know what? Let's think of something. Let's do something. What is it? And when I was in Oakland, I specifically bought my kilt. So I have a kilt and I wear a kilt in my outfit when I go to games and I dress up. And I wanted to put something to the kilt. So I started thinking voodoo. And voodoo was kind of my go-to because, you got a lot of different skeletons out there. You've got, the face, Rilla. You've got Violator. You got all these different things. Great friend of mine. You got Scar. You've got Grim Raider. All these people, and I wanted to be a little different. So I went with what I did. I paint the face as started off as just the top part with the skull paint, top hat. Had my vest. I call it my COVID vest because I sewed every patch on it during COVID. You can't do nothing, can't go out. So I hand sewed every single patch. And that went all with the kilt. So I was like, this is perfect. Went on with that. But the thing that was pretty cool how to come with the name was I was thinking voodoo. So then again on Google, Voodoo Raider, try to find someone's name. Oh, there popped one up. One of the original guys out in Oakland was Voodoo Raider. And I tried connecting with him. Did everything I could to reach out to him because I didn't want to, take away any sort of, personality that he already had created. So
I got you.
Hadn't got any word from him. So I said, I didn't really want to take it. So I put a Facebook survey out, and the survey had 3 different names. Baron Raider was one, something else. There was a few different things. And actually, I don't really remember. And Baron was the top one that came out. So actually, I had the fans, Raider fans, not my fans, Raider fans out there help choose the name. So we went with Baron. And because of Baron Samedi is one of the voodoo gods who helped transport the living to the dead. And I thought, oh, this is perfect. I'll take the opponents, will transfer them to the dirt of the football field. So that's how Baron Raider was created. So Baron Raider, knockoff of Baron Samedi, transforming or transporting the team opponents into the dirt.
That was a lot more in depth than I thought. Man, that's wild. I'm gonna catch us up here. We got Geomex says, I moved to Colorado in '93, and Mr. Hollywood Hostetler swept the Broncos and beat them in the playoffs, and then I was all in. I love those stories, man. I totally understand that. And Geomex, we can't wait to have you on here and get your story as well of how you became a Raiders fan. I'll be like, hey. Then we got Sacktown Mike saying, I stood in the black hole for 17 years in Oakland, 2 seats near Rilla. I'm jealous, Sacktown Mike. I
bet.
wish I would have been sitting there.
I'll have to look him up and see where, because I have pictures of where I was. And, it's funny, too, in Oakland. So at halftime, people leave to go bathroom, get concessions. And I walk down 2 rows. I was like 2 seats, right? 2 rows. Second row. So right behind where Rilla was. And halftime's coming over and everybody's starting to file back in their seats. And I'm row 2 of the black hole right there in the end zone. And the Midwest in me goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in your seat. Hey, nope, stay where you're at. It's too deep, 4 or 5 rows. So think of your first 5 rows as 10 row of people in 5 rows. And they're just like, no, you sit here, you're fine, you're good. And by the time I left, I was known as Hey Iowa, because I'm the guy from Iowa. They're like, oh, sweet. What the hell? You came all the way here from Iowa? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So
right. And it's funny. And I know when people are lying, when they say that they sat in the black hole in Oakland. I'm like, you didn't sit in the black hole.
No.
You stood in the black hole.
My ticket was in the black hole. There was no sitting down. My original ticket was row 18, seat number 1, or whatever. I was aisle seat 120, right there. And I say 124 because that's the one I think of over in Vegas. But aisle seat, row 18, right in the center of the end zone. And even 18 rows up, no one's sitting. I mean, no one sat anywhere in that area, and the experience was fun. I mean, I got a picture of Deadpool Raider because he and I had our sweaters on, our holiday sweaters at the tailgate, and he turned around, he's pointing at me, and I'm pointing at him. We got photos of each other, and it was a blast. And like I said, the last half you're 10 rows deep and into 5 rows, but it was double. It was fun.
Awesome. So Sacktown Mike responded, and he said, I was section 106, row 4, seats 1 and 2. Rilla was 105, row 1.
Yeah. So I'll say one. So Rilla, I probably was in 105 then.
Okay.
Because I know he was straight down to the left of me. And I remember Rilla was there.
Yeah. So you were
actually Grim. I believe Grim was down there too. He may not have. No, he was there the last game. And then Deadpool was up front. The guy that had the hard hat. Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. No, it wasn't Hobby. It wasn't Hobby Raider. It was like American flag hat. He'd wear that. There was a fighter pilot down there. There was the guy with like like a straw hat too. I mean, it was. Dude. Everyone was there. I mean, it was second to last game, and it was a blast.
All right, my brother. So let me ask you this: how has your personal life, work, family, and community shaped your fandom? I got you perplexed on that one.
Family, we're all in together, all in Autumn Wind. I mean, we're all in it. My wife and daughter are in it by proxy, but they cheer on the Silver and Black. They don't root for any other team. If it wasn't for me, they probably wouldn't even watch football, but it's just fun to sit there. I mean, they get involved as much as they can when I travel for the games or when they come with me as well.
I love it, man. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth here, man. This family is one of a kind, man. They travel together. I met them in New Orleans. His wife is sweet as can be. His daughter's rolling with them. It's beautiful to see when Raider Nation travels together as a family, and it's a family affair. And you guys do it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a blessing to have them. Got them spoiled though, front row all the time. So we're always up front. That's how I roll. So we're all going to roll up in the same way. Front row, end zone don't matter. We're screaming at the other team, trying to bring the excitement, one scream at a time. Chicago was the same way. We were right down there. So yeah, we're trying to figure out what game we're going to go as a family this year. Not sure. My daughter, she's a senior this year, so exciting.
Houston. Houston.
I know there's Houston, but work is also calm to where they're throwing me in the mix for other things. So I'm not sure what's happening for. I don't even know what I'm doing this week for work. It's kind of a hit or miss. So got to do that a little bit. But Houston is an opportunity. We've talked about it, but
I'll be there.
I know you're there. There's a lot. There's a lot. I know you're there. And that's what's frustrating is, but the Raiders will be playing next year. My daughter's a senior once, so she's the head captain for wrestling cheer now this year. So she did that for football that just finished up. So now she's going into wrestling cheer as senior. So we're planning graduation. It's college. So, but family.
He's getting all nervous already. He's getting all nervous. He's like college. He's like she's gonna leave. I'm stressing out. He's like the bill.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. I mean, a lot of people can be like, "Oh, I'm ready for I don't want kids to. It's a sad time." But if we're doing as parents, we're supposed to push our birds out the nest and flap her own wings. So she's excited to get on to the next chapter. My wife and I were both excited. I mean, high school is high school. There's a lot of memories there, but she's got so much to see out in the world herself. I mean, we take her where we can. So. She did enjoy New Orleans. She's like, when are we going back? That was fun. So community shaping me. I mean, it's Iowa. So we get together, the Black Hole. We watch the games. But really, it hasn't changed me as a person, as a fan. I surround my people with my people that I want to hang with, my family. We broke bread, we'll break bread again. So it hasn't changed anything. So we continue to be who we are and support Silver and Black and each other.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. And man, hey, what's up, Raf? Raf's in the building. What's up, Captain
What's
Rafito?
up?
What's going on, baby? We got Sacktown Mike saying, hey, we probably bullshitted together
Oh, probably
before.
probably did. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a kilt. I had I had a ball cap, Raiders ball cap, and then just a Raiders shirt. That was all I had. I didn't dress up at the time, but yeah, we probably did. If you remember anything, I was, like I said, people were like, "Hey, Iowa," and that's what I was known down there. I was as the Iowa guy. So
And here's the best one. The one with the hard hat, he says, I call him Grumpy Old Man, the guy with the hard hat. So hey, at least we got a name for him. We got
Grumpy Old Man.
Man. Yeah.
yeah,
So let me ask you this, my brother Levi. When I mention the word Raider, what does the word Raider mean to you?
pillager. We go out pillaging for fun. Raiders loyalty. I mean, a Raider travels. I mean, that's everyone's upset that we moved to Vegas, but a Raider doesn't sit still. So they're always on the move for the hunt to pillage for that loot, that booty. But yeah, Raider also it's loyalty, family, pirate.
Okay. And what's been your most emotional moment as a Raiders fan? Win or loss? Where have you been like, whoa, man, I can't believe I'm here? And just an emotional moment for you or a special moment being a Raiders
So
fan or being
I'll
a
give
Deserves
you
fan?
I'll give you two. I got two. I'll start with because I got happy, sad. So number one was Oakland. That was by far best experience I've ever had. The people I met began long-term friendships, and it also started and ignited the beginning of the Iowa chapter of the Black Hole. There were people from Iowa besides myself at the Black Hole tailgate and continue to be fans and friends together. Sad, the day John Madden passed away. That was a hard day. And I've told people this before, I don't get emotional when celebrities pass away or anything like that. But the day John Madden passed away and the day that I saw and watched the tribute again and really took that in, I bawled like a baby. That was just thinking as a child, as a kid growing up, you hear John Madden on TV, you hear John Madden in the very beginning of Madden football, those little things, oh, he takes it up, oh, and score, and you hear Madden, that's all you hear, and then he's gone, and it was a sad moment. It was a sad day, and just still thinking about it, every once in a while I tear up. Just I see things or just hear his voice off in the distance. But those are the two things. I always cherish the day in Oakland where I met my family of more Raiders fans at the Black Hole, and that again triggered our chapter. And then the saddest part of Raiders history for me that I've experienced was the death of John Madden. But there's a lot of other exciting things. I've met so many good friends like yourself. We call each other friends. I mean, we got each other on. We got text messages. We're not Facebook messaging. I mean, we got phone numbers. I mean, I still remember the day our first conference. You've got a food truck. I've got a food truck. You were going to Applebee's. You were leaving Applebee's. I was going to Applebee's. We had that conversation. It was just two peas in the pod. My daughter's like, he's you.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm like, hey, birds of a feather flock together, my brother.
Yeah.
But, I've always talked about how Raider Nation is always unique, man, and we're always there for each other. Has there been ever a situation where, the brotherhood has helped you out as in a personal way? Like, let's say, like my club, I'll explain it like this. As a food truck owner, bro, when you're pulling, and I pull my food truck, guys, I don't have one that you drive, I pull it.
Same.
When your truck breaks down and you're going to an event and you call up your boy who's a black home and you're like, hey, and I'm gonna be dropping name Max with silver and black coffee. That's my boy. I called him. I said, Max, come pick me up, man. Can you tow my food truck? Can you put it back in his, bro? He came within like 30 minutes. He was like, oh, bro, let me get out of bed. Bro, and that's something that's unique within Raider Nation, I think, because for me at least, in my experience with the Brotherhood, man, they will get you out of a pinch, and it's crazy to think. And the one biggest link we have is that we're Raiders fans.
Right. All right. I haven't, knock on wood, haven't had the part of my life where I've had it. I guess the olive branch reached out to me, or I reached out for help, but I've done the same thing for others where you can see someone's, I'm going to say some sort of, maybe something's hurting inside or whatnot. You just pick up the phone, give them a call out of the blue. I've had phone calls coming home from work. Hollywood calls me on the way home. He's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, not much. What are you doing? So, just was thinking about you. I mean, see how you're doing. Haven't talked to you. And you going to any games? Where are you going? But just out of the blue, someone calls you halfway across. I'm in the middle of the United States. He's out east, or he was out west, depending on where he was, just to make a phone call. Same thing. You got friends that are battling things, hard things. You just give them a call. Makes them think, or understand that, we're all human and we're all Raiders fans. And if it wasn't, for a football team, our paths probably would not have ever crossed. And I just know it's a great time just to text someone one day and just say, hey, how you doing today? Just thought about you. So.
No, absolutely, man. And I mean, like, I think that's important because I think sometimes we forget about all that, right? We forget that people have regular lives.
Yeah.
And that there's more going on than just football.
All right. I mean, football's 18 weeks out of the year of season. Plus 3 weeks, 4 weeks, so 18, 22. Call it what? Not that many, not few months out of the year, but there's always then you got the draft in April, so that's always fun to get ready for that. So,
gosh, man, you're not lying. I'll be like, and you know what? I love what Geomex said here. Geomex said years ago, a Raider to me was a ruthless villain that destroyed everything in its path and put fear into the eyes of the weak. Today, we can't even get a participation trophy at a costume contest.
Hey, wasn't it Jack Sparrow? He kind of always got himself in a pinch. I mean, he was on the up, and then he was gone way down, but he made his way back up. So,
hey, we're on our way back. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys like this. I had hope today when we did an interview earlier today with Vance Mueller.
Yeah.
And he played with the Raiders in the 80s and the early 90s. And he said, you know what? He's like, these last couple games have given me hope for this team.
Mm-hmm.
They fought hard. It hasn't been blowouts. And honestly, I'm going to be real. That's what I was hoping for all year long. As long as we're competitive, I don't even I just want to be competitive every game, right? Where you're like, okay, I lost by a field goal. Okay.
The Chiefs game was hard to watch. I mean, a goose egg. I mean, that one just looked like somebody killed their dog right before they got there or something. It was not a good showing. That was like, ooh, suck the wind out of your balloon. But these last few games, I mean, Broncos game. I mean, we're 5-4 with 3 different field goals.
Yeah, I like it, and that's the thing. That's the difficult part. Now, let me ask you this, man. Being a Raiders fan in the Midwest, I know it's not going to be easy.
No.
First of all, has anybody been surprised that you're a Raiders fan? And number 2, have you ever had to defend your position as a Raiders fan in the Midwest?
No. So, yes, always questioning, how did you become a Raiders fan? You live in Iowa. Iowa has 0 professional teams. 0. So Iowa represents all 32 teams. Iowa has 0. So yes, we represent all 32 teams. I had classmates that had Eagles jackets. I mean, Phillies east. I mean, Niners fans. We had Niners fans all over, but there was little few of us Raiders fans that were there. So I mean, one of my other school buddies, he's in our club. He's a Raiders fan. We got there's more in Iowa than people think. So I think a lot of them just kind of hang back a little bit. They're not as boisterous as some of us are, but I see a hat out there, that shield, all the time, and someone sees me and the shield, and they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" That's all you gotta say. That's it. What's up? What's up? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
So you're not like me, where I see a guy across the street and I see a Ray. My wife is like, Will. She's like, you don't even know if that person's a Raiders fan, and you're just yelling Raiders like a crazy lunatic halfway across the street, and I'm like,
oh no, we're. I mean, it's usually when I'm seeing other people, we're like, yes, we're in public somewhere, but otherwise, or my daughter's like, hey, Dad, hits me. Did you see that guy over there has Raiders hat on? And I'm like, I see him. I see him over there. And then
you're like, we're friends automatically.
I walk by. I'm like, what's up? What's up? What do you think? We're gonna win, right? Oh man, this team sucks. And it's like, shut up. We're gonna win. Don't be Midwest nice all the time. You're always gonna win. But yeah, and I've never had to defend myself being a Raider fan in Iowa. Again, 0 teams. So we have to choose, and everyone right now they're on their high horse. You got a lot more Chiefs fans in Iowa right now. I mean, we're 5 hours away, but there's still a good share. My 2 neighbors, I got neighbors 2 doors down, Bears fans. And that's what you got. Go around the block. The guy's got his inflatables out there. He's a Vikings fan. I mean, so, and then 2 more blocks down, there's a Steelers flag hanging in a guy's yard. And then he's got, at the end of the block, you got a 49ers fan at the corner. So, I mean, we're all over the board, just and not even in 3 blocks from everybody. You got NFC North, and you've got AFC West, NFC West. I mean, and it's nuts.
Oh man! So you guys are just like, hey, just drive to the house with the Raider flag on it, turn left here, and you're good.
Yeah.
Packers house.
Yeah. Oh, or go past the Packers house. You got 2 Bears on your right.
Hey man. So let me ask you this, man. When I think about the Raiders, right, I think about an underdog. I think about a fighter. I think about that rebel spirit that everybody has inside of them. Do you think that also like encompasses a little bit about you? Like,
yeah.
is that kind of like a little bit of what makes you a Raider? Because I know you're a food truck guy, so I know you're already outside the box. So I'll be like, is that what makes you also gravitate a little bit towards Raider Nation?
I'd say probably, yeah, a little bit. I mean, you gotta, take a chance. So the whole food truck is taking a chance, right? It's.
Oh, you're not lying.
I mean,
you're gambling every single time you go out.
Is everybody going to show up today? Are they going to like it? So, but yeah, it's a little gamble. I mean, that kind of, that's why I think Vegas fits right now. Take a gamble, right, and go after it. So, yeah, I couldn't think of any other team right now to cheer on anyway. I mean, look at these colors. I mean, silver and black. Sheesh. I mean, green and yellow. Packers. Sheesh. That's not like you mix it together. It's baby poo.
All right.
We got some badass colors. I'll tell you what.
So let me ask you this: if the Raiders were a person, who would they be? Or a character or anything like that, you tell me, who would they be in your mind?
A Raider. If a Raider was a person, well,
I put it like this, right? I said, I think for me, a Raider is like the Hulk, a guy that just comes in there raging, pissed off, bashes everything, runs people over, throws people around, and kicks some ass. That's what I think about a Raider.
That's part of it. So,
okay.
Yeah, man, it's a collage of everything. So, whoops.
Okay, hit me with your character.
All right, I lost you here. I hit something. I gotta come back. There we go. So the Hulk and the beast, like you said, throwing things around. But then you've also got, I throw in like the mystical part. So in a pirate or with the eye patch, obviously it's a pirate, right? Out there pillaging. So you have the sails, the ocean, the open sea. But yeah, it ain't gonna take no shit from nobody. So coming in, pillaging for fun, and yeah. So, but then you also have the last part. Take that Hulkster, and then also it's in we'll say the underworld part. So the skeleton, the ghost, the ghouls, and whatnot, and that part, and that persona. So put it all together, and you got one badass pirate.
Yes, sir. Hey, I love this right here. Geomex says, back in the day, Tasmanian Devil. Today, Betty Boop. Hey, but we're going to get back to those Tasmanian Devil days, my brother. I'm like, oh, let's see here what happened. Oh, we got. I have no idea what is going on here, guys.
I went backstage.
There we go.
I had to
He
go
went
take
backstage.
a break backstage.
Yeah, he went backstage. He came back. But so I was going to ask you this next question. And this one goes back to, one, I want to know about your games. And two, I want to know about what your watch parties and the atmosphere at both things. First of all, let's talk about the games. When Baron Raider shows up, he's all dressed up. So I know things are going to be a little bit spicy in that corner. Because you're going to get the extra wows, the extra boos, the extra pictures, and just the extra emotion because you're already dressed up. So let me know a little bit about the environment around Baron Raider when he goes to the game.
It's I feel like I'm putting on my uniform for game day, right? It's not a costume, it's a uniform to go represent. It's who my persona, I'm channeling whomever the Raider gods to bring us to victory, right? And as Baron Raider, I want to take our opposing team down to the dirt and take them and just stomp on them. And starting off in the hotel or wherever, getting ready to go, putting on the face paint, and it's kind of just like pregame, right? Think of when they show inside the locker rooms or whatnot, people getting their ankles taped, you get the uniforms on, you put, the black underneath, or you're doing whatever, you're getting ready. Just takes me back to my high school days of football, getting all pumped up before you go. And then you get your uniform on, put the kilt on, put the vest on, get the hat, the top hat's ready to go, then finish it off with all the bone chains. And the walk to the game, because I try to always get, a place to where I can walk, or Uber and walk in, or if you're at Vegas, wherever, stay close, but you can wherever and go. But the walk, and then like you said, the or you get the kids, and really it's the fans too. And it's not for me, it's for I really say it's a lot for the kids and the other fans, because sometimes it's their first game ever, or hey, I've got a friend at home that would just love to see us. They're a diehard Raiders fan. It's the opposing team. I don't know how many more pictures I've taken with opposing team fans than I have probably less Raider fans. But there's more opposing teams fans. And I'll tell you what, the crazy thing is those Chiefs fans, they want to be Raiders fans' friends. They love taking pictures with Raiders fans. But walking to the game, getting into the stadium, every kid that says, hey, can I get a picture? Yep, here's a picture, here's a card, they're going to go back and be like, oh my gosh, this is what happened, and tell all their friends and who they met. Not just me, but you and Hollywood and anyone from the Black Hole. Geez, you could name off everybody. I mean, Rilla, Mob Boss, DJ Mike Scott over in the Black Hole. I mean, they say this is what happened, and they go back home and tell their friends that what happened, and you make that memory for them. So, the icing on the cake is when there's a Raiders win. I'll be honest. I mean, going to the games, it's hanging out with friends, having a great time, but the icing on the cake when we go home is if there's a Raider win. That's the icing on the cake. All the other stuff is to go out there and have fun, meet new friends, socialize, and then cap it off with a win.
Absolutely. And we got another one of our brothers. The Predator is in the
Oh,
building.
what's up?
Yes, sir. Gotta love our boy, the Predator, man. Hey, I'm gonna get you on here too on Meet the Nation, my brother. I can't wait to have you on here. So let me ask you, when we go to a watch party for TBH Iowa, what can we expect?
Your local sports bar. We hang out at Coach's Corner in Iowa City. It's an Iowa bar, so Iowa Hawkeyes home of Iowa City is home of the Iowa Hawks. We produce some of the best linemen and tight ends in the NFL.
Yeah, facts. You guys
George
got
Kittle, he
Kittle.
kills it out there. Sam Laporta kills it out there. But also, you got to give props. Cooper DeJean, he was one of my favorite guys last year when he picked six to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Shout out, Coop. Hopefully, you're watching one of these days. Get you on here, Silver and Black. But
Yes,
yeah, home of the
sir.
Hawks. So it's a black and gold. So, but it's got every team in there. You got Bears fans, Packers fans, Lions fans, Vikings fans, and then you got TBH up on the ledge. We're up there. We got the banner. We hang out, about 15 of us. We get in there. We tell them we want it on the big screen TV, and we want the sound in the house. So you walk in, doesn't matter. You have to listen to a Raiders game. Doesn't matter who's playing. The Raiders are on the loudspeakers. So we hang out up there, and like I said, there are about 10 to 15 of us that show up. We got guys. I drive 45 minutes to Iowa City. We got people that are driving 30 minutes from Cedar Rapids. There's a gentleman that drives over an hour from the Quad Cities to go there. So we're all over the place. I mean, Iowa City folks are there as well, but we're it's a good time. You meet friends and people and they're like, oh, the Raiders are in the house again today. So we're like, yeah, we're here. So yeah.
Hey, I love that, man, because that happens at my place too. They go like, "Oh, man, here comes the Raiders Club," and they're like, "Man, you guys are here like a religion. It doesn't matter whether you guys are winning or losing. You guys are
Nope.
still here." And I say, absolutely. Let me ask you, what's your favorite memory from a tailgate, a home game, or any event that you've done as a Raiders fan or as Baron Raider?
This year, home opener, experience in the March. That's probably another awesome experiences to be a part of that. That was, plus the 30-year anniversary of the Black Hole. That was probably well, it's the highlight of this year. It's the only game I've been to this year. But I still go back to Oakland. I mean, like I said, single person by himself, traveling to Oakland, and it was kind of rainy at the beginning. It was a little shitty weather, but pulled up, walked over to the tailgate, and instantly it was family. So, but every game's that way. I mean, every game's that way. I just had never experienced it. So,
all right. So, has Baron Raider ever met a player like one on one, or has there any been an event that has really stuck with you that you did? I know that you did the draft, and I want to talk about that because
all right,
you keep
we'll
going around that little event that you've done.
I'm looking here because, well, I mean, this one's a small. Here was Marcel at the home opener game this year. So didn't really get a one-on-one with him, but home opener right here. Let me zoom in on this one here. Right here, Reggie Kinlaw.
Okay.
So this was a fellow TB. Well, it's not TB and H. We were there, but TNBC Vegas put on a poker tournament, and it was a good charity event, and I was out there. And then so Lincoln Kennedy was there, Reggie Kinlaw as well, and I sat next to Reggie. Reggie sat at the same table as I did, so we got to chum it up a little bit. Had his pinky Super Bowl ring on his finger, so it was kind of cool sitting there. And he was like, "Oh man, I'm about out of money." And I said, why don't you put that ring out there real quick and let's go. He looked at me real funny, and I'm like, nah, I'm just playing, man. You keep that ring. You were in that. But we had a good chat. It was fun. So, talked about him, what he did after he was done playing football. He lives now in Vegas, so he's out there. It was cool to talk, just talk like normal people, not about football, not about who he is. And, he found out I make barbecue sauce. He's like, oh man, that's cool. And so we just started talking and having a good time. And then we were done and we went on, and that was it. I mean, so that's literally the only one-on-one I've met. The Wiz at the draft. We can talk more when we get to that. But, Reggie that was kind of a cool moment just to sit there, play poker. I mean, we both were losing. We didn't win. We didn't do well. We just talked and had a good time.
All right. So let me ask you, have you passed on your Raiderism to the daughter? Is she a Raider?
Oh, she's a Raider. I mean, she's a Raider.
Look at that. Look at that. Confidently comes. Hey, she's a Raider.
There's no ifs, ands, buts. I mean, she defends the Raiders at school. Someone gives her a hard time. If their team beats them, and she goes, whatever, but she chimes into one of her other good friends is a Cowboys fan. So they sent me a Snapchat the other day because obviously we play the Cowboys on Monday night. And I just replied back, we'll see about the game. And she's a fellow cheerleader too. So it's fun. But yeah, no, she's all about shut up Raiders, shut up.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders.
SSJ.
SSJ. Yeah. SSJ right now. We'll keep it PG.
Yeah. But yeah, she's just shut up. Just sit down. Don't you talk about that.
Oh, I love it, man. I love that you passed that down to her and that you guys share that unique bond, man. I know that I have that with my daughter, and it's really neat because most girls don't watch football. They don't understand a lot of the things, and my daughter understands some, but she understands that at the end it's a go Raiders.
Right. I don't think she understands so much as I hope she would, but she'll watch the game when we're at the game, she's watching the game. At home or at the watch party, she's talking to others on her phone, doing whatever. She's there. She's got her Raider gear on. She's present, but when she's at a game, she's fisting that. She's like, no, you can't do that, or whatever. I mean, she's like, sit down, or what. I mean, she's yelling and barking out there at the field. So, she's vocal at the game.
I got you. And our boy Geomex says, I'm in San Antonio, so the haters will hype the Monday night game. Raider Nation will be at least 30 strong. Die Hard still going. I love it, man. I really do. And I want to talk a little bit now about how Baron Raider, hey, you guys, if you guys don't know, this guy is our special reporter for the Silver and Black Radio podcast every single draft, because this man somehow, some way, always manages to get into the inner circle at the draft. So, hey, tell us about this. Tell us how unique that situation is when you're in at the draft, and I mean, in the inner circle, watching the draft, being there, being present for our Raiders always drafted.
So it started. I wanted to go to Vegas when the draft was in Vegas, but I just had this gut feeling that it wasn't the right time to go. I mean, I'm like, there's gonna be so many people there, and I was like, you know what? Life was going on as well, and I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna go. So I passed on that one. I really wanted to go, but I went to Kansas City. And Kansas City was a short drive, so I can drive. 5-hour drive to Kansas City, meet up. I got Hollywood's there. Captain Jack is there. Meet up with them. We met up at the night before, so Wednesday. So the draft starts on a Thursday. So Wednesday night, there was a Raider at a bar, Raider party. And there was they had a barbecue and whatnot earlier. So we show up. Everybody's there. And it's funny because, I've never really met some of these people until the year prior was in Indianapolis. So when fans could go back to games, I met a lot of those people in Indianapolis. And So finding out they were all going to the draft, and we met up and whatnot. So Captain Jack, myself, Hollywood's wife, Raider Rita, we went out and experienced the draft. And we make our way down to the front, and they got the inner circle's now on the inside, obviously, and you're all along this fence, and we're all, dressed up in our uniforms, ready to go, getting interviewed, and we make our way down to the front, and they said we need 5 Raiders fans. I'm like, all right, hands raised, yo, right here, and like you, let's go. They take us around, get us into the inner circle. Now this is day 2, so day 1. I should say, all inner circle is ticketed through each organization. So all 32 clubs offer however many seats it is to typically season ticket holders. Didn't know that at the time. So first time at the draft, we find this out, like, oh, get in. So we had a great time. Like I said, we drafted Tyree Wilson that year in the first round. Second round, Mayer. We picked up Mayer that year as well. Yeah. Well, now we fast forward to the next year. Draft is going to be in Detroit. So, again, living in Iowa, not really close to the Raiders. And so I started emailing the Raiders organization and talked to the ticket sales guys. And I said, hey, question. How does one get into the inner circle? And I'm heading to Detroit. Would love to be a representative. And I got an email back from one of the reps, and he goes, series of questions. Are you a season ticket holder? Blah, blah, blah. I reply back, not a season ticket holder, live in Iowa, diehard fan, travel. Detroit's quick. I'm going, would love to be in it. And he's like, hey, I end up talking to him on the phone, and he's like, I don't know how it's going to happen this year. It usually is different, but I'll keep you in mind. Well, that to me was out the window. I'm not going to hear back. And what was it? Drafts in April. So first week of March, I got an email, and it was from the same guy. He says, hey, he was put in charge of the inner circle that year, and he had one spot remaining and remembered me. And he said, do I want that ticket? And my wife and daughter were going to go with me to Detroit. Wife's a diehard M&M fan, so got to go to Detroit, go to Mom's Spaghetti and all this. But we only got one ticket because they have room for one. Not a 1+1. It was a 1. And my daughter's like, you got to go, Dad. The Raiders want you to be there. This isn't just the Raiders are saying this. And I'm like, okay. So she had tennis and whatnot going on as well. So it all worked out the way it was supposed to. But that was the time where I was in the inner circle from day 1. And you're there for the openings. Now, coming back to Green Bay last year, I did the same thing. I reached out to the Raiders, said, hey, I'll be your guy. And they said, yeah, we got things go differently this year. I said, hey, worst thing you're going to tell me is no. So I still went. And we go back up and we do the same thing. We just wait over to the left. I'm going to call it the left and right. And you wait prior, and they just start picking people because the inner circle is obviously on television. They don't want empty seats. You've got to fill the seats with the fans. So they're like, Raiders, go. Day 2, it was raining. Nobody was there. You're in, and we were there the whole time. So it's a blast. I plan on being in Pittsburgh next year. Already got the room booked. So just making sure things fall in line the way they're supposed to. But my plan is to be in Pittsburgh again. Got what's his name? Mascot Troy. He's a Steeler fan, so looking forward to meeting up with him again out there. So he's been at all the other drafts. So Mascot Troy dresses up like Troy Polamalu. He's a cool dude. So you meet a whole bunch of different fans. You got we already got buses lined up for like a tour, a pub tour, pub crawl.
Oh, okay.
And so we got like the super fans. We'll get together. We do it like a tailgate. Usually honors some sort of charity. Last year was homeless up in Green Bay, so we do a charity event. It's a tailgate event, food, drinks. I mean, it's like a Well, it's the draft tailgate. Every team's there, and we have a great time. Raise money for a charity. This year, I don't know what that one's going to be, but we've already got buses lined up just for a tour of Pittsburgh, and drinks and whatnot are provided. So it's a good time to see everybody. Where nobody cares about football teams; they just care about seeing each other. So
Hey man, hey, you know what? I gotta make it out to one of those events. I gotta make it out to one of
it's
these
fun.
drafts.
And the best
Uh,
part, it's all free. Now, I
ah,
mean, so the draft is free, 100%. You walk in, there's no ticket required. They say, oh, you got to download the app, your one pass. That's if you want to do certain things. It's how they're tracking people when they go in, because you can look and see all the Lombardi trophies. They have those on display. They have little activities. Kids can, play catch, throw the ball, all these different things, get all dressed up in uniforms. And they do that for you so they see the admittance. But the draft is free. Now, obviously, you're paying for drinks, paying for food, paying for whatever. But the festival, if you want to go there, sit wherever and just watch it and take it on and people watch, do it. It's fun.
oh man, I can't wait. So Sacktown Mike here, I'm gonna catch us up with some of the comments. It says here, my daughter stood in the black hole since she was 4. Now she's raising a 2-year old daughter to be a Raiders fan. I love it, Sacktown Mike. Tell your daughter to keep raising them right and keep waking them the Raider way. Yes,
You
sir. And
bet.
hey,
Nice.
we got another person going to the draft this year. We got the Predator says he will be at the draft.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast, man. Dude,
And
it's awesome. Yeah, dude, it's Pittsburgh.
so I'm going to tell you guys right now, if I can make it happen, I will be there, and I will be there with my boy Barry Raider, and I'm going to be there with the Predator. We'll film some stuff. We'll have some stuff going on live out there, so that way we can keep Raider Nation in tune to what we got going on out there, because we
Absolutely.
love participating with Raider Nation. And you know what? If you see Baron Raider, you see myself, you see any of our characters out there, make sure that you guys go out there, take a picture, ask, man. We love interacting with y'all. We love being a part of the family. And
Absolutely. Making
so,
memories. I like to say,
hey,
just making memories.
you're not lying. And so, let's get into this season real quick. Uh, Levi, give us your recap on the season, your thoughts, and Raider Nation, at least some hope.
Uh we look great on paper, man. I said it to a lot of people at the beginning of the season, at end of preseason. I said I feel something different about this year, just the way Pete talked. I mean, I'm tired of the revolving door over and over again. It's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We got to have stability, and we're not getting that. And a new coach, was it 3 coaches, 5 years, 18
Yeah.
coaches since Madden. I mean, we've had 18 coaches since in the last 25 years. That's not a good record. Um, I thought we were going to be doing better, but I said this earlier. We're three different kicks away from 5-4, and in the hunt. So, any given Sunday, I mean, it happens. I mean, those guys are throwing it their life on the line out there in a way. I mean, that is their life. They're putting everything out there on the field and just leaving it. Um, Unfortunately, the score isn't the way we're wanting it. I mean, 10-7 last week on Thursday night. That was a close one. I thought we were going to come out on the win with that one. A couple drops, that sucks, but it is what it is. We got to move on to the next game next week. So we take on Cowboys this week. So hopefully we prevail better. I mean, I don't see the point of tanking and doing anything like that. I mean, those guys are never going to tank. No one ever. Everyone's like, oh, they got to tank. I mean, we heard it last year. Tank for Shedeur, tank for the pick. These guys aren't going to go out and lose. These guys want to win. They're competitors, right? So they're going out to compete every day, and they're going out to be better. So I'm hope that we win. And I mean, here's the thing: we went on I'm gonna call it a bender. We went on a bender in the year 2021. We started winning at the end. I mean, shit happened with Gruden, and then we had Bisaccia as the interim, and we were winning these one-score games going into overtime. We'd kick and win, and that could happen. I mean, look at how many games we got left? 8. 10 and 7. That could get you in the playoffs. If you win every game, you could.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it like this: Raider Nation, it takes more than 1 year to build a championship team. Let's not get it twisted. We were not just a quarterback away. We weren't just a coach away from becoming a championship team.
Yeah, it's a process, but we will not make that process work if we keep changing over and over and over and expect something different. I'm hoping with Pete, we see him at I hope through his contract. At least get him through his contract. 3 plus a 4, right? Get him 3 years. You know, I was hoping they did that with AP.
Give us 2 years at least.
I was hoping they were going to give. I was hoping they'd give AP at least 2, not just 1 and done. But give Pete the 2 years. Give him to his third and see where we're at. I mean, go back to the Gruden days. The last 2 years in Oakland, two losing seasons. We broke 500, and then then he was the issues, and then we go to the playoffs. I mean, we were in the right direction. So say what you want, Gruden, whatever. I loved him as a coach. He was a baller. He goes out. He didn't give 2 shits. Knock on wood if you're with me. All right. I mean, let's go. But I mean, Gruden, he was the beast. Say what you want. I liked him as a coach, but is what it is. We're where we're at. But I want 2 years out of Pete for sure. Give him the third. He's got the 4th-year option. If we're in the right position after his 3rd year, get him on the 4th, but thinking who you're going to bring in, because Pete's not the guy that's going to be there for 15 years. I want a coach that's going to come in and be there for 10 years.
Yeah,
10 years.
Consistency and longevity, baby.
Yeah.
I get it. 100%.
Give me 10 years. Give me a coach for 10 years. But that ain't happening.
So let Raider Nation know where they can find you, my brother. What Instagram, Facebook, social media sites you got?
Facebook, just I don't even know what I got going on.
You got Baron Raider on Facebook.
Yeah. It's Levi Schmidt, but it's also AKA Baron Raider. So you can find it under Baron Raider. Baron Raider is also my Instagram as well. And that's about it. I don't do anything else. I got a TikTok page. Probably, let's see, who do I got that under? That's because I don't even do TikTok. My daughter does more TikTok than anything. It might be Baron Raider. I don't know. Profile. Yeah, Baron Raider Nation. So that's on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I throw stuff out there every once in a while. My daughter's more TikTok, but I'm old school Facebook. I mean, that's me. I get on Instagram. I pair it up. But there's also Food Truck Emporium and also my Schmidt House Barbecue. Those are 2 other things you can find me on as well for that.
Let them know about Schmidt House Barbecue before we go.
Will do. Gotta love the old Schmidt House. You want to get Schmidt face tonight? I got you.
Hey, if y'all want some flaming good freaking barbecue sauce from the Midwest, hit up my boy Baron Raider. Nothing but the best. If you guys are in Iowa and are looking to meet up with the rest of Raider Nation, hey, hit up our boy Baron Raider. And if you guys are anywhere that he's at, make sure you hit him up. Make sure you ask him for a picture. He loves taking pictures with the Raider Nation, and he is a man of the nation. So, guys, I want to thank my boy Levi Schmidt, Baron Raider, for coming on Meet the Nation with the Silver and Black Radio podcast. And guys, if you guys are on the live stream, make sure you guys check out my boy 401 Raider Jeff. He's going to be coming on later with Chris on his show. And salute to y'all. Thank y'all in the chat. And again, it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders.
Love y'all.